What's up, my people? Oxylair here, and it's my face. It's my face. You can see me. I can't see you because it's a camera, but it's alright. So today, we are going to go in, and I'm going to show you the time lapses of building Pat's giant house. If you saw one of the last videos, you'll know that my next giant build right now, because it's out now, is Pat's giant house. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you want to go and watch the original video where Pat shows off his old house, his very first house he ever built in Minecraft. It's pretty good. I honestly really like it. But today I'm going to be going through the time lapse that I made of the video. First, we're going to be looking at preparing for it, because I recorded everything that I did and it was way too long of footage, so I just split it up into everything. So I split it up into building, just preparing, like I said, which is what we're going to be looking at today. Then I'm going to be showing you the redstone contraptions that I made to make everything work, and then I'm going to show you actually building it, and that I haven't completed that yet, so that might be split into multiple parts as well. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Share it with your friends. Maybe you came from PopularMMO's channel. I have zero idea if you'll link this. But let's get into the video. And play. Okay, so remember, this is at ×8 speed. So everything you're watching, if you take all the times and multiply it by 8, that's how much time it actually took me. So here I had a little trouble with the barrier, so I had to take milk. Whenever I go and try to run to a new place to build something, I always do a super speed, and you can see the command that I put in for that. Anyways, I ran back because I realized that that's not where I go. Okay, right now I'm putting the command block to teleport the player to where you have to go to get to the actual build. Then I went to the bedroom by accident. Then I go to it. Takes a while to load. As you can see, a lot of lag. I'm only doing this on a laptop. You can probably tell which one, but as you can see on the left side, I just took away the coordinates. And right here, I'm going to start planning out. So I have the coordinates right there of where that needs to go. So once again, super laggy, only on a laptop. I start to prepare things here. This is where I really get into it. That is a notification for a class I'm taking. I'm doing online school, so 1, it's great, and 2, I have more time for videos. And once again, I don't know if I said this before, but I'm really sorry this is super late. I've been super busy over the summer and before that, so please forgive me. I'm super sorry again. And let's keep watching. Okay, so right now, like remember in Pat and Jen's laptops, you could see what the build was. So here I tried to recreate it as best as I could. Here you can see that the lava is spilling, but it's not burning the wood. You could probably see that in the other build too. But the reason that is because I put in a certain command, and that command is /gamerule doFireTick false. So if you don't want your fire to spread, I suggest using that command. I'll put it in the description below so you can copy and paste if you want to do it. Okay, it wasn't the best because I had a small confined space that I had to do it on, but a lot of trial and error. This is a lot. This is a big thing of my buildings. It's a lot of trial and error. Anything I do is trial and error. Okay, here is the real preparation for the build. So what I do is I go in, and as you can see here, whatever I see what block I need, I write it down. And right now, I'm not going to build the paintings, but I'll do the paintings at the very end. So that'll be the last thing to look forward to. See, sheep lady painting, I didn't know what to call them. Do they have names? I don't know. So right now they're going through. I'm pausing it whenever I need so I can write things down. The list ends up being really, really long. So just keep going. Crafting table. What I ended up doing, you'll see it in the next video, is I ended up just downloading the map. At first I didn't notice that you could download the map, but after I noticed, I downloaded the map, I used MC Edit, and I pasted that into the world, my world, the Jen Pat house world. So I went in and I copied it, pasted it, so now it's there. Before, I was just watching the video, so it was really hard for me to determine. And now I have this, so I can just go, be like, hey, I know what I need to do, and how big everything is, and it's really great. But before that, I had to pause, write down, glowstone, you know. And the house is actually a lot smaller than I anticipated. The way they showed it off, because this is a 16-minute video, as you can see, so I thought it was going to be a whole lot longer and bigger than it actually is, but it's actually quite small. It's only 3 levels. I'm probably not going to be doing the small details and below the ground, because I especially can't do below the ground, because then I'd have to make it taller, and I can't do that because of the world building height. You can't extend that. It's just a whole thing. Goes on, I find the enchantment table, bookshelves, etc. Keep going, keep going. Where are they? Bed, glowstone, just everything you see, write it down. So if you're watching this video to get inspiration, just everything you see, go to what you want to build, everything you see, write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Okay? That's all it is. I'm writing it down. You go up, this part's going to be a little more tricky with the water. Water and lava are a little more tricky because you have to get the flow right, and you have to get everything so it looks like the water. But I figured it out. It wasn't too hard. You'll see this in the next coming video, doing the redstone and the entrance redstone. Some parts I'm going to leave out because it's just kind of repetitive. I use structure blocks a lot. That's what I really, really, really do. Structure blocks are my main redstone. Okay, so now I have it. Hey, that was my video. Hey, go watch it. Anyways, we're back here, and I see, redstone, ugh. Sorry, ran out of memory on my last one, so sorry for the lower quality, but this is just my laptop webcam, so just deal with it if you can. If you don't, get the video. I don't really care. Okay, and the audio might be worse too, because I don't know how a laptop microphone compares to my iPhone microphone. So let's get back into it, shall we? Okay, and start back up now. Okay, so as I was saying, this is my giant blocks world. So I use this for all the worlds that I build giant blocks in. And I have 2 different types of blocks. One is 16 by 16, which lets me get the actual size and details of the block. But sometimes I have to go 8 by 8. I had to do 8 by 8 for this build and the giant arena build. I had to do this because if I did 16 by 16, it would extend the world limit. And I've already told you, you can't do that. So right now, I go and I build all the blocks to how I think they should look in medium giant form. So 8 by 8, and I take every block. So first what I do is I go and I count by 8, and on the second slot of each one, I place down that block so I have a comparison. So when I build, I just look at the block, build around. I started doing paintings, but I was like, paintings are too much work. I'll just end those at the end. Once again, lag, so I had to turn mob off, as you'll see in a second. And I think that command is slash gamerule. Just hit tab. You'll see if you do slash gamerule and do tab, so the little tab button, you'll see it. Everything goes. Time set day, and I think this is when I decide to stop spawning entities because the slime started getting in the way. Yeah, there it is. Game rule, do mob spawning false. That's it. Okay, now that we have the actual command, I'll put that in the description as well. So if you want to stop spawning mobs, it gets pretty handy every once in a while if you're trying to make a build or something. I do the same thing when at the Pat and Jen actual house, because what I had to do for that was, what did I have to do? I'm sorry, guys. Because it was so dark. That's it. Okay, we got it. It was so dark in there. Mobs kept spawning, and I couldn't put it in peaceful because I wanted that to be a Hunger Games map that they played on. So if I did that and put it on peaceful, then all the mobs would just be gone. Like, when they opened a lucky block, there'd be no mobs. That's not how it's supposed to work. Or it'd be so easy, they just regen health. Oh, I screwed up making Ender Portal here. Don't judge me. I thought they updated it. You can do that in Pocket Edition. Get on your game PC. But anyway, that's just... I find it really helpful when making builds. So I found that a year and a half ago when I was originally making this world. So now, I was figuring out how to do sugarcane, wheat, and stuff. Those were probably the hardest. What I ended up doing for wheat and stuff was I would go to because I made most blocks in 16 by 16 form. And so what I did was I just took a corner out of that. I took an 8 by 8 corner and kind of updated it. It's not the best. I might go down the line, just redo it. Ugh, I hate rain. Don't you hate rain? Put in the comments if you hate rain in Minecraft. What's the point? It doesn't do anything. What would be good though is if there was rain, but it would grow crops faster, or it would flood or something. There's probably a mod out there for something like that, but it just seems something that would be good in just regular Minecraft, if you know what I'm saying. That made it sound weird. No, don't, no. Okay, it wasn't supposed to sound weird. Okay, so now I actually start building the actual ones, and if you can see, what I'm doing is I'm only building things a certain amount, because I use MC Edit. Like, I overuse the crap out of MC Edit. So what I do is, for the iron door, I just made it all by hand. But for like the stone blocks, I'll use the fill command and select the entire block and fill with stone, because stone doesn't really have that much distinguishing features. It's pretty solid gray. So I just use stone. I just use an 8 by 8 thing of stone for that. Doors, the iron door, the windows didn't come out as well as I wanted, but whatever. The little details I felt came out fairly well. Right here is the gold block. I was thinking of putting actual gold blocks on the inside, but that would put too many squares, because you know how a gold block is. It has the outline around it, so it would look like a bunch of little squares, where if I used wool, it would just be one solid thing. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say, at least. But then I try to do a lever. I dug down so I could see how big it was. It ended up being 6 wide, so I made it 3 wide, because as I said, it's 16 and it goes to 8, so that's just going in half. And this was a lot of trial and error. There it is. Lever, it turned out alright in the end. And, can't complain too much. I love time lapses, don't you? They're great. Glass is interesting. It's a lot of breaking blocks and just going and trying to figure it out. Then replacing it with snow so it has a little more detail in it. I mean, it turned out alright. That would be the glass pane. So I would just multiply it by 6 and put it on each side. The dirt with the grass on top is probably my favorite because it looks most like the grass. So I used coarse dirt and I used actual green. So not lime green, but regular green clay. But now it's called terracotta in the latest version. Clay and wool. And it just gave it that really nice thing. Nice look to it. Come on, man. Just put it today. I hate the night. I hate building in the night. There's probably a command out there for it, but I should probably look that up. Yeah. What is this? Oh, the chest. The hinge was interesting, to say the least. Couldn't really figure that out, so it's just ugly. Whatever. What can you do? The sign. I really like the sign with the little details I put on it with the spruce wood. It just looks real good. There was no actual sign, so I didn't put the little post underneath it. Nope. Can't. Okay. I'll probably edit that out. The little post. And so right now I'm just putting the gold in. This is MC Edit if you didn't know. Excellent application. Definitely would recommend for any of you builders out there. Unless you like just building simple houses, but nah, I ain't about that life. I go big. When you go big, would you rather spend 1,800 months on it? Or would you just rather have it go fairly quickly? You choose. Here, just taking the chest. Excuse me. Then so there's a lot of going in between Minecraft and MC Edit because I like just getting it through, but here's the grass. I just like randomizing things, so making it look kind of random but smooth at the same time. That looks like grass, right? Don't tell me it doesn't look like grass because it looks like grass. Furnace, like the furnace, how it turned out. And the crafting table, except for the top of the crafting table, just nah, because I couldn't get the regular 3x3 because it's an 8x8 block, so it just didn't work out. So I just ended up making a normal pattern. It's whatever, but it still kind of bothered me. Stupid rain. We need to talk about Mojang. We need to talk about Mojang? Yeah, we need to talk about Mojang, and we need to talk to Mojang about taking the rain away, or making it actually useful. Because rain is stupid. I really like my brewing stand too. One block was off-center, one the base is. It's alright. What can you do unless you made it the 16x16? Whatever. I love putting little details. I love making it look like an actual brewing stand. Because if you just do like gold and then stone on the sides, it doesn't look like a brewing stand. It looks like they'll know what it is, but it doesn't look like a brewing stand. Actually, now that I'm looking at that, I might take some terracotta to give it some more texture to it. I love terracotta because it's just so smooth. What am I... Oh, I'm opening MC Edit again. I screwed that up when building it again, and I fairly know my way around MC Edit. Woo! Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night. So, if you guys want a video on that, just tell me in the comments. There's a lot of commenting in this video, but hey, you know me. Okay. Oh, also talking about releases and if you want me to do certain video ideas. Let me know down in the comments how often you want me to release these videos. Actually, I can put a poll in this video. So there should be an info card on that side, I think. It should be popping up soon. But go to that, vote if you want it daily. So in the next just few days, I'll release one video every day. If you want it all at once, so just I release all the videos all at once, or 3, you want it weekly. So I release one video today, and then I'll release another video at the same time next week. Okay, so just let me know in that poll. I'll have it open for a certain amount of time. You guys can vote, and then it'll be cool. The rails turned out all right, but I really like the ladder. The ladder turned out great. Sorry, I spit there. Good thing that doesn't go on you. That'd be weird. I took forever to actually do the netherrack because I was like, that's a lot of detail. But then I realized, hey, it's pretty solid detail. So I just made a solid 8x8 thing. I also like to go back to my old 16x16s to see how I did it then. So then I could kind of mirror it. The obsidian turned out alright. The purple, like, you don't have anything harsher than that and less nonchalant to actually have it, right? It looks like obsidian. You can't deny that it's obsidian. You can tell it's obsidian, but really? I accidentally went into the nether here. Shh, I didn't notice I was still standing in the portal. I think I dazed off. So when I'm building things, I either have 1, YouTube playing in the background, because everyone loves YouTube. And then 2, I have my TV over here. I might have that playing in the background. My brother has an Xbox. Screwed up if you ask me. I want an Xbox. But I really like this nether portal. It turned out very well. But still, I want the Xbox, man. Maybe while he's at his regular school and I'm doing my online school, I'll just might steal that. Because I usually finish school. I do my work fairly fast. Take it, plug it into my computer because I'm getting a PC sometime soon. I already have the monitor. It was my dad's monitor, but no. I'm buying a monitor. I have the actual CP in it. So that was my dad's. It's confusing, but I'm sorry. But I'm gonna still use my MacBook Pro, which I am recording everything on. So I have Minecraft, I have MC Edit, I have QuickTime Player, I have everything on my MacBook Pro. And I'm recording right now. I'm recording this face cam with MacBook Pro. So it's still a laptop. It still runs harder than some other desktops, but that desktop's going to work way better, run way faster. It's going to be way better for me and you guys because you'll be getting better quality videos. I'm also going to try to be getting a mic set and some headphones, so it's just not my naked face. It's an alright face. Good job, face. But we'll get that all set up, and it'll be great. I'm going to try to get the headphones with the microphone so you guys get a better quality sound than just the built-in microphones from both my phone and my computer. Right now I'm building the enchantment table. Please don't make fun of me. I completely forgot that it's only 3/4 of the height of a regular block, and I'm like, why does this look all screwed up? And so I try to fix it, and then I'm like, oh, now it looks like an enchantment table. Good job, Oxylayer. Yeah, that's my name on here. Whatever you want to call me, it's fine. Like, whenever one of my favorite YouTubers is Jacksepticeye. Whenever I comment on one of his videos, I call him Sean. And on PopularMMO's, I call him Pat. It's just something I do. So if you guys want to call me Austin, if you comment down with Oxylayer, it's whatever. I don't really care. I'll respond either way because I'm still a very small YouTuber and I can do that. So that's awesome being a small YouTuber. I can actually interact with my fans. Can I consider myself to have fans? Let me see how many subscribers I have right now. I'm kind of weird. So I have the quick thing. So right now, 100. What? That was 140. Who unsubscribed? I'm watching you. So I have 139 subscribers right now. Is that enough to say I have fans? Maybe. So I can say I can interact with my fans. Ugh. I hated building the ender chest. I ended up just scrapping it and just restarting completely. And it still didn't turn out good. So just be kind when commenting about my ender chest. I tried. I love the enchantment table. Enchantment table turned out great. Once again, super lag because I'm running at a 100 speed. If you get speed 2, you think that's fast, and then you get speed 100, you can go up to 250 speed. That was just way too fast. That lagged my game hardcore. But 250, I mean not 250, that's what lagged me out hardcore. 100, it's fairly good to get around what I'm trying to do. I mean, this one looks better. Tell me in the comments below, again, do you prefer the green blocks as aesthetics or the purple blocks as aesthetics? I was about to say hardened clay, but they're terracotta now, and that's what I'm building in. I'm building in 1.12. Or is it 113 now? I don't remember. Let me check. Well, that's loaded. But anyway, I'm just going with this stupid ender chest. Once again, tell me green or purple. Which one looks better? I think both look awful, but one might look better than the other, so you just let me know. Hey, that's me editing this video right here. Not many edits right now, but it gets better, trust me. If I'll try to take a screenshot. No, I can't put pictures in stupid YouTube comments. But, oh, I can put it in the video, because I'm the creator now. I completely forgot. So I will take a picture of the video and do that. So right now, I got kind of lazy. Please don't judge me. So I took my old builds, I took them over, I used the scale, and I put it by 0.5 scale, because some of it worked. So don't judge me. I did it. Whatever. And so I'm over here, put the bed. Whoa, that's a big bed. Hey, that's a small bed. Okay, we're good. Then I was like, no. And then, so that's the fertile ground. So when I plant, like, my wheat and my... I think they only had wheat planted, actually, now that I think about it. See, look how ugly this wheat looked. I mean, the wheat at 16 by 16 looks great. I was really proud of that. But going only 8 by 8, it didn't look at that. Look, that's sad. That's sad wheat. I feel bad for the wheat. It looks super, super sad. Hashtag sad wheat in the comments. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers. Okay, there's going to be about 3 million things that you guys can interact with me. And I'm going to be super excited to look at those and interact with you. So that's why I'm doing all these sorts of weird commenting things. So I just want to interact with you guys. You guys are awesome from all my last videos. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I want you to go over and check out my friend's channel. And he has a super awesome channel. I watch his videos whenever he comes out with them. Super cool guy. I haven't really talked to him except for in my YouTube comments, but he's pretty good. I enjoy his content, and so his name would be Goldfair 101 Gaming. I'll put his link in the description below. You guys have a lot to comment about. I have a lot to put in the description. I've never had this much to put in the description because I've never had a half an hour long video. Gonna be talking to YouTube about extending my limit. Okay, that's alright. So for the pumpkins, I couldn't figure out a good texture for the pumpkins, so I just used pumpkins. It looks like a pumpkin. Can't deny that. It's a pumpkin. Dandelion was a little more tricky, but trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. No, that's going to be my motto. Okay? Trial and error, guys. What's up, my peoples? Trial and error. That's a stupid intro. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. Okay, here I'm building the dandelion. I thought this was a stupid design, so I go ahead and build it. Realize it looks stupid and fat. So I destroy it. I'm like, no. Destroy that. And then this dandelion looks not half bad, but I mean, it looks like you can tell it's a dandelion. You could tell the other one was a dandelion too, but that, oh, I just looked at that. Oh yeah, that looked like a sad pumpkin. Now now it looks like a sad pumpkin. Before it just looked like a pumpkin with its eye like that. Ooh. You don't want that. Glass panes. So what I did here was, I've been saying that a lot. I'm gonna try not to say that anymore. Was I put melons because it had the most pixels, so I could count how long each glass pane was. So I could be like, hey, okay, it's this many pixels long. Divide that by 2. That's how long I make my glass pane. And here I try to make it. Then I realized I don't have to do this. Destroy. I'm going to go into MC Edit in a second. And then, what am I doing now? Oh, sugarcane. Sugarcane, I really like the sugarcane. So sugarcane, it was the easiest to build. You just had to decide what textures you wanted. I used lime green wool and lime green terracotta, and I built it up to the 8 mark, and I just alternated from terracotta and wool. So I went in, and it was pretty good, honestly. So I'm going, and then I decided to put banners to give it that little extra, because if you look closely at hey, that's my little cousin. If you look closely at the sugarcane, it has little things sticking out. So I just put the banner so it still has that little extra thing. So here is when I was like, hey, I can just cut the glass in half, and bam, put it together, done. Okay, cut it in half. I putting these two together like that, like splitting them, I guess that's how it would go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So putting the glass panes like that so it's like crossed. I could have done this. I don't know. I have a strange brain. But, oh, the birchwood gave me complete crap. So I went in. I completely forgot how MC Edit works. It just overwrites everything. So then I was like, oh, okay. So now that I've done that, done. Delete. Hey, it's good now. It's full of air, OxyLayer. Fix that. I'm like, oh, good job. I wonder if I fixed that. Now that I think about it, I don't think I fixed it. Here, I deleted everything. So now all that's left is all the paintings. Like I said,